Welcome to Learnstroke. This is Daily News Leads. Let's quickly have a glimpse of the important articles from today's Hindu. The first one, UNSC resolution addresses key concerns on Afghanistan, India. P5 members divided, Delhi plays active role to ensure resolution went through. So this is an important article from your GS2, Global Groupings and Agreements Involving India and Affecting India's Interests. So this is regarding the two P5 countries, Russia and China, and their abstention from the United Nations Security Council Resolution 2593. So from this article, you need to take note of which all are the P5 countries. The important P5 countries are UK, US, China, Russia and France. Another important point to notice, what is Resolution 2593 of UNSC? UNSC or the United Nations Security Council. Another resolution that is being mentioned in this article is Resolution 1267. So take note, P5 countries and the two important resolutions mentioned in this article. So next is an important article from Economy, that is the National Statistical Office or the NSO has said that the economy grows 20.1% in Q1, lags pre-pandemic level, and gross value added during April to June rose 18.8%. So this is an analysis regarding the GDP growth of India in the first quarter. And the important concept that you need to take note is the gross value added or the GVA. Another important concept is the base effect, because the article says the sharp rise in GDP is primarily due to the low base effect. So have a quick and clear understanding about what the base effect is in order to understand this article. And when you understand base effect, make sure that you are clear with the concept and the implications of the concept as well. Pyrrhic victory, religious extremism, militancy in Afghanistan will be counterproductive for Pakistan. As I said yesterday, these days the newspaper is flooded with articles regarding the Afghanistan issue, and every article is from a different perspective, be it from the individuals, be it from a country, or be it from an organization. So this article is explained in relation to Pakistan, the Afghan issue in relation to Pakistan. So have a good reading about the article. And the important point that is being mentioned is Pakistan not only played a central role in the Taliban's rise to power in the 1990s, but was also one of the three countries to have a formal diplomatic ties with them. So this article requires a clear understanding and a clear analysis. So the next article is for a general reading. It's about the Serbian tennis legend Novak Djokovic. For the record, Djokovic could script history if he completes the calendar Grand Slam at the US Open. As you all know, the US Open is progressing in New York. So this is just a write-up regarding Novak Djokovic, his past victories and his current performance. So next is an article about India's democracy and the various challenges that Indian democracy is currently facing. The next step in democratic evolution is overdue. India must change from a darkening elected authoritarianism to building institutions for citizens' inclusion in governance. A very important article for your GS2 for the topic, Aspects of Governance, Successes and Limitations. So polity is not just about the articles that you mug up. Answers in polity in mains require a clear-cut analysis with an awareness of the current issues. Okay. So from this article, you need to understand what democracy is, what exactly is happening in India right now. And there is a comparison, and the writer has cited various examples with relation to US and Europe. So have a good reading. And one important aspect that you need to understand is there is a statement that the 21st century climate change, historical inequities, increasing economic inequalities, and violence brewing with discontents within. So these are some of the glaring issues that the Indian democracy is facing right now. So note down such points. It will definitely help you in your essay and for your interview as well. Next one is an article both from the economy perspective and from a welfare perspective. Making out a case for propping up the middle class, leaving out a shrinking middle class in policy to handle the deep economic impact of COVID-19 will hamper recovery. So this is all about the inclusive development and how important it is to take into account the middle class while reframing the policies in the context of COVID pandemic. In the context of handling the economic impact of COVID-19 and the policies to revive the economy. Okay, so this is all about the reframing or the restructuring of economic policies, taking into account the inclusion of the middle class. The last statement is very important. A shrinking middle class never augurs well for the economy anywhere in the world. They need to be propped up to bring dynamism in the economy and thus rapidly revive growth by enthusing, among other things, consumer confidence and positive sentiments. Such statements can be asked for your essay paper. So such statements from articles are very important. Another economic concept that finds a mention in this article is disposable income. For those who are weak in economics, make sure the little concepts in newspaper are very important either for your prelims or for your mains. So from this article, disposable income is one such concept. It's time to build bricks better. The grouping succeeded up to a point, but it now confronts multiple challenges. BRICS is a very familiar organization to all of you that keeps recurring in newspaper all the time. So make a note of the BRICS countries and the important contributions and recent developments by each of those countries. So this article is written on the pretext that the 13th BRICS summit is set to be held on September 9th in digital format under India's chairmanship. That is very important because in prelims they often ask which summit was held under the chairmanship of which country. Such questions are UPSC type questions. And the importance of BRICS is self-evident. It represents 42% of the world population, 30% of the land area, 24% of global GDP, and 16% of international trade. So in this article, they have a mention about the New Development Bank, popularly known as the BRICS Bank. Have a thorough reading regarding that. And the contingency reserve arrangement. Okay, try to find out what it is. And this article has outlined 4 major priorities of India regarding this summit. So take note of all those 4 priorities because it is very important both from the organization point of view and also from the international relations perspective. Next one is for a general reading regarding the Paralympics that is happening. Kudos to all the heroes who made India proud in the Paralympics event. Making the Paralympics count. This is a chance to improve the conditions of the disabled, pursuing sports and to refresh the way we view disability. Okay. So this is about the Paralympics as I said, and from the exam perspective, in addition to a general reading, take note of Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016. Such acts are very important. So read through what that act is all about. General reading, okay, managing natural resources. Though this article is about the environmental conservation and natural resources management in Meghalaya, what you need to understand is you can use such articles as examples when you write articles related to environment and nature conservation. This is regarding a project in Meghalaya empowers communities to take informed action pertaining to their environment. So you can definitely use such articles for case study or as examples in your answers. So in data point, this is a very important article, I should say an extremely important article for this year's UPSC exam. GS2, and it is related to the appointment to various constitutional posts. You all know that 9 judges take oath in the Supreme Court recently. So this is regarding that, and this article is specifically about the 3 women judges, Justice B.V. Nagaratna, Justice Hima Kohli and Justice Bela Trivedi. Okay, so this is regarding the 3 women judges who recently took oath in Supreme Court, and Justice B.V. Nagaratna needs a special mention because she is poised to become the first woman Chief Justice of India in 2027. Okay. So the next article is regarding the National Register of Citizens or the NRC. 2 years since NRC, lakhs still remain in limbo. Aadhaar enrollment of 27.43 lakh people has been on hold with no signs of update exercise being taken forward soon. Okay. The NRC issue has been well debated for over 2 years and it is a favorite area of UPSC. So take note of what the NRC is, the recent development and recent issues if any. And UIDAI also is very important from this article's point of view. So the next article is something related to the Vice President of India, Sri Venkaiah Naidu. Disciplined lawmakers, says Venkaiah. He urges voters to identify the disruptors and name and shame them. Disrupted and dysfunctional legislatures can disrupt the lives of people and the dreams of the nation. This statement as such can definitely find a place in your essay paper. Okay, so that is what I said. When you read polity, it is not about mugging up the articles but analysis of recent polity issues is very important. Another bill is being mentioned in this article, General Insurance Bill, Nationalization Amendment Bill. So find out what that bill is all about. So the next article is again on Afghanistan issue. Concerns over Afghanistan's membership in SARC arise. Nature of new government in Kabul, key to continued engagement. So go through the article and make a detailed note regarding SARC. SARC, its member countries, its areas of operation and all the recent developments and contributions by various countries. So again an article regarding the recent appointment of judges for your GS2. In a first, 9 Supreme Court judges take oath in one stroke. This reduces the vacancies in the top court to just 1. So go through the article and have a clear understanding about the constitutional provisions and articles relating to appointment of various constitutional bodies, not just to the Supreme Court, but various other non-constitutional and constitutional bodies is also equally important. China opens first road rail transport link to Indian Ocean. It connects the logistic lines of Singapore, Myanmar and China. So first thing to note in this article is the map. Map reading is very important. So take note of the important places that are being mentioned in this article and that are marked in this map. The first shipments on a newly launched railway line from Myanmar border to the key commercial hub of Chengdu in western China that provides China a new road rail transportation channel to the Indian Ocean were delivered last week. Okay, so this is regarding China's access to the Indian Ocean and the new road rail transport link regarding that. And the important places mentioned in this includes the Chengdu province, Linqiang, Yangon, then the Yangon airport also finds a mention. So locate in the map all such places. And China also plans to develop another port in Kyaukpyu in the Rakhine state. In the map, try to locate that province also. Okay. Then Gwadar port in Pakistan is mentioned. Also CPEC or the China-Pakistan Economic Corridors is mentioned. So the CPEC is very important for UPSC. 2 economy articles. First one, core sector logs 9.4% growth. July's expansion at the 8 key industries led by a 21.8% jump in cement output. For those who don't know the 8 core industries, it's time for you to learn what the 8 core industries are, because the analysis of 8 core industries, their growth trajectory is very frequently seen in newspapers, and a good understanding of the 8 core industries and their growth trajectory will definitely help you in writing a good answer for your economy. And the next one, the IIP or the Index of Industrial Production is mentioned. Yesterday I said the Consumer Price Index and Wholesale Price Index, CPI and WPI is important. Similar concept is IIP. Definitely have understanding regarding what it is, the indicators and the implications. Base effect, we already saw that in the first page. Okay, so base effect is mentioned twice in today's newspaper. So make sure that you make an effort to understand what base effect is all about. The next economy article is overseas settlement of GSEC deals on anvil, says Shaktikanta Das. So this is regarding the government securities, and they also mention about the International Central Securities Depositories, or ICSDS. So government securities and ICSDS, these two concepts are important. Have a clear-cut understanding about it. Thanks for watching, and this was Daily News Leads.